World War I is, or was supposed to be, the war to end all wars. But all it did really was spawn a sequel that was much better because of the funny mustache man, the funny old man, and the goofy bald man. It was also way bigger in size and destruction. But enough talk about the sequels. Let's talk about the original and the game. You know, the thing you click on the video for. Horizon Blue 1919 is a game where you take control of either a French soldier or a German soldier on the Western Front in, you guessed it, 1919. And you'll be fighting over Verdun in a sort of a tug-of-war style campaign. And since, of course, this is World War One, most infantrymen are equipped with bolt-action rifles and bayonets. On the topic of weapons, though, the shooting mechanic of this game is amazing. It's not like a game like Centauria where you can, ADS peek a corner at full movement speed, making you feel like a Superman, or you're playing CS. In this game, when you ADS, you become slow to a crawl, making the aiming feel much slower and more methodical. Well, except for the French. They get a semi-rifle that's honestly kind of broken because it has very little recoil for 2 tap to the body, making all of that movement speed an advantage for these people as they can shoot you while you're trying to aim at them. But the Germans, however, they do have one funny weapon. Oh boy, is it a big funny weapon. It's the MP18. Some of you might have noticed in the montage that I just played, for some reason, the MP18 recoils more than the RSC, despite it using 9mm, a much smaller caliber than the 8mm Lebel, which the RSC is chambered in. Well, I guess the Germans can't handle the power of the funny 9mm. You might have also noticed the suppression bar. This mechanic is both my favorite and most hated feature of this game. Let's talk about why it's good first. It is very immersive to see your character run and hold his helmet, and it makes people less aggressive with how they peek because the disorientation effect that happens when you are being suppressed. But this works both ways. When you are being suppressed, you have little choice on what to do. You either run and get a better angle, or you get lucky since the screen shakes all over the place when you are being suppressed. It also throws your aim off a little bit. Now for the most iconic part of World War I, the artillery. It sucks, and I love it. Artillery is random, which means sometimes you just get removed off the face of the earth with no fault of your own. It just happens, and it's oppressive as hell. But it does make for some funny moments when half the enemy team gets destroyed by artillery. But this also applies to you, so I've also forgotten to talk about the classes, so let's quickly run through them. Rifleman. It's your average infantry kit. One rifle, one nade. Depending on which side you are on, you will get access to different guns and nades, but they all serve the same purpose. It's the backbone of any team. Shock Infantry. German-only class and has access to more grenades than the normal rifleman. And when you are level 8, you unlock the MP18. They are good for flushing enemy out of cover and the MP18s for clearing trenches. Side note, one good MP18 player can change the outcome of a match. I have seen this already. Light Rifleman is a French-only class that has access to semi-auto rifles and more grenades than the normal rifleman. Machine Gunners has a machine gun. Shocking, I know. You will either get the Matzen if you're playing German or the Schaushat if you're playing French. It's useful for locking down areas and giving suppressive fire. Sappers have dynamite that they can detonate with the key R. This class is best used in defense than attack. They also have a pickaxe that one-shots. Officers have access to pistols and a sword along with a whistle that they can blow when there are 6 to 7 people around. This will give them a temporary boost, making them unable to get tired or suppress. Very useful for a charge. Another thing I should mention also is this game has a leveling system. As you play the game, doing objectives and getting kills, the game will give you EXP, and when you level up, you gain access to new kits to your various classes. This might turn some players off, but me personally, I think this is great because you have more reasons to keep playing the game and gain access to new kits. The historian among you watching might be typing in the comment section, this war is impossible since World War I ended in 1918. And yes, you would be right. But this game's lore, the war ended for exactly a year, then it picked up again due to some tomfoolery by the Weimar Republic, causing the Kaiser to get back into power with full support from the general public and the Scandinavian nations, along with Britain having a skill issue and they can't support both naval and infantry combat after World War I supposedly ended. Poland becoming a part of the Central Power. Italia has gone completely due to losing to Austro-Hungary. Meanwhile, the US is tiptoeing between sending men and not sending men, and the French gearing up for round 2 for trench warfare. And this is where you step in as the player, fight on the Western Front. Overall, I would give this game a human charge out of a 9 machine. Also, the music is baller. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. This video was an on and off for a few days because I didn't want to make it a long drawn out video like my Call 2 one. And yeah, you should go check out this game. It's free in Roblox and it has a lot for a Roblox game. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and sub. That would be very kind. Thank you.